Hello. Hey everybody, and welcome to these videos. It's a series, basically anything that you need to know about the new Xbox release of the sim. We're going to take a bit of footage from each of the streams I've been doing over the last few days, and it's going to focus in on some kind of particular things, be it setting up your controllers, what to do in the sim, where to take off from, and some of the different settings you can use. So I hope you find this series somewhat helpful. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or opinions, do leave them in the comments below. I do read them, and we'll see you in the skies soon. So we're in the A320, parked up here in Liverpool, and I don't see... Do I see anyone? I can see some other players. So depending on what we're going to fly, do you know what I mean? So our plan here is, well, we're going to go above the clouds, so I'm not overly worried at the moment. But this is the aircraft that we're going to use. Now, if we want, we can go through our main menu up here. We can talk to ATC if we want it. And, you know, you can get like the baggage cart and the stairs and do all the kind of good stuff. At the moment, we're not going to worry about that. So, in we go. And we need to do some things. So, looking up here, right? Looking up here, the first and foremost, we're going to turn on the batteries. So, battery 1, battery 2. Batteries are now on, all right? Can I move the ADRs in this aircraft? No, okay. So this is going to be handy. Next up, we're going to get some lightage on. So I'm going to get my nav and logo lights. Yes. Wing lights. And now we're going to start up the APU. So we're going to put on the master switch for the APU. And we're going to start it. Come hither, you slither. Start the APU, beacon light on. So our lights are now on, and we're going to wait for the APU to power up. The APU is the assisted power unit, and that's going to help us start things up. So we can see from the flight deck, our displays are now up and running, and we're going to go into our FMS or MacDo now in a moment, and we're going to program our flight. Also getting a CTD after 5 to 10 minutes of flight. Sim in vanilla state, although the Mooney is listed in the aircraft selector. Strange. So we can now hear the APU, and if we want, we can zoom in here, Murph. Zoom in. If we go to... Will this show me the APU page? No. Will it show me the systems page? With the fly-by-wire, which is also freeware, it's available in the sim. Hey, Care85, many thanks for the sub, my dude. My audio and stuff is up in a hoop. I'm like getting double the notifications. I don't know what's happening. But many thanks, dude. Many thanks. With the fly-by-wire mod, it's now freeware. You can do a whole load of stuff. You have a lot more functionality, do you know? But for the moment, we don't need to worry. So the APU is now up and running. We're going to zoom up here, and we want to turn on the APU bleed. Mouse is weird. It doesn't do it. APU bleed. Up there, you devil. There we go. Now we're going to go ahead and get these fuel pumps turned on. You can't interact with the mouse button, that's weird. So turn these guys on. Back there, you devil. These are all your fuel pumps. Now, Airbus operates on a lights out, all okay. Lights on, not okay. Kind of a system, do you know what I mean? So that looks good to me. Systems are now powering up. Yes. Now, we can probably use reverse thrust, but I imagine what we're going to have to do is open up an additional menu for ATC, because we're going to need pushback. So we'll open the ATC panel, which is here. Now we can talk to ATC and say, right, give us some ground services. So here's where we can request, you know, fuel supply, power supply, ramp connection, baggage, catering, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to be looking for a pushback shortly. Request IFR clearance. I'm not going to fly with ATC because, you know, they'd be crazy. How do we get a pushback? We'll worry about that in a minute. Turn off all the safety systems. It'll be grand. Right, so if we jump outside the aircraft, you can now hear the APU running. Amongst, like, the thunder and the lightning. Do you know what I mean? Now, it might look a bit dodged now, but I'm telling you, once we get airborne, it's going to be fantastic, because we're going to go over the mountains. So what we need to do here is, well, I need to go in and make sure that my FMS is up and running. So we need to zoom in here. Okay, so if we go to initialization, turn that on. Flight number, don't worry about all that. And we want to go to performance. All our V speeds are set. I want to go flaps 2 and throw them in there. Thank you. Next phase, next phase, next phase, next phase. Q&H, temperature. We'll get away with all of this, so I'm not worried about all of that. We can just go into flight plan. Again, we don't need to spend a lot of time in here, you know, because it's very basic. Very, very basic. Okay. Next we can get some lightage on. Wait, that's weird. The mouse doesn't interact with it. That's really strange, isn't it? So we get some intelligent lighting. Thank you. Squawk. Worry about squawk later on. Brakes, want to arm them. Up you devil. Flaps, worry about them now in a little bit. Over here, anti-skid is turned on. Auto brakes are turned to maximum. Perfecto. Do we need to do something up here? We probably want to get our intelligent lighting turned on up here, which is on full whack. Go. Do the seatbelts. No smoking. Emergency lights are already armed. That's fine. Anti-ice don't need to worry about. Strobes. All that good stuff. Right, we're good. We're now going to go for an engine start. Do you have the mouse set to legacy mode? Yeah. I think performance has gotten better. My GPU is running above 95. Set the mouse in the menu to legacy. I thought I did. Control options. So let's have a look. So if we want to go to mouse profile. Oh. General options. Accessibility, I think. Main color. Cursor acceleration. Let me see. Menu tooltips off. See, there's no you don't have the same options here as you do on the Xbox or on the PC rather. Go back to our mouse, which is here. Mouse profile, right? All menu toolbar panel. Select. Yeah, don't worry about that. We'll work around it. I don't want to break it. I was CPU. Oh no, that's never good. Right, what we're going to do, we're going to turn on the engines on this big machine here. So to do so, we're going to go down to the engine crank switch, which is here. And we're going to turn to the right. Go. And we're going to go with engine number 2 and flick it up. So if we jump outside, you see the engine on the right hand side starting to turn. Engines in idle. N1 and N2 are rising. And that's what we want to see. Now while we're doing that, I wonder, how do we get a pushback? Camera no, ATC. Should be request pushback. I bet you have to request IFR clearance.
Liverpool ground, Airbus Echo India. Tango Tango Mike ready to copy IFR clearance to Nice.
Airbus Echo India. Tango Tango Mike is cleared to Nice Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 09er climb and maintain 5,000 feet. Departure frequency is 118.775, squawk 4671.
Clear to Nice as filed, takeoff runway 09, claim maintain 5,000, departure frequency 118.775, squawk 4671.
Airbus Echo India. Tango Tango Mike cleared to Nice Airport as filed.
Gotcha, Matthew.
Takeoff
Yeah,
runway
I'm going to do that, dude.
Climb and maintain 5,000 feet. Departure on 118.775, squawk 4671.
Airbus Tango Tango, Mike readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.955 when ready to taxi. Good day.
Good day. Okay, we're ready to taxi IF4, but we want to go to ground services, yeah? So we're looking for pushback. Request pushback.
Liverpool ground, Airbus Echo India. Tango Tango, Mike requesting pushback.
Airbus Echo India. Tango Tango. My pushback.
There he
request
is!
accepted.
Me little pushback friend! I want some catering. My coffee is empty. So parking brake coming off. Now usually you would push and then start, but you know what I mean. This is me we're talking about, and we're just going to go straight back. Then I'll turn off ATC, and then we'll do our own thing. My flight plan is showing as direct to and not airways. Even check the filters. That's very strange, does it? On mine, I'm able to select, you know, the drop down from VOR, light, and whatever. What aircraft is it happening on? Did you relieve the parking brake? Yes, parking brake has been released. Rick Rhyme says the update has broke my sim. Can you be more specific, dude? We'll try and work it out together. We'll try and problem solve. This is looking nice. This is the console, by the way. This is all on the Xbox console. It's doing rather well. And we even have people flying around. It's happening on all of them. Have you anything in your community folder? Like anything at all? Hey, Whoosh Blamo's here. Good to see you, dude. What day is it? It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. DC Viper disappears to make another double espresso. One for me, Viper. One for me. I'd love one. Okay, that'll do us.
Liverpool ground, Airbus Echo India. Tango Tango, Mike requesting the end of pushback.
Airbus Echo India. Tango Tango. My request to end pushback received.
Community folder is all empty at the moment. Just remove everything from your community folder. Everything. And then start slowly but surely all the way back. Daza, is there anything you can update from the Windows App Store? Hey! Tactical Dad. Go boom. Many thanks for the follow. Old school deep. Yeah, that pushback toolbar. I use it on the PC. It's not available over on the Xbox just yet. It's pretty cool. Also, Daza, turn off AI traffic. What else was causing issues? Unplug a VR headset if you have it plugged in. Also, any of your peripherals. I don't know what equipment you're using, but you know, disconnect any hardware you have if you have like the Alpha or the Bravo. Is the Xbox and PC cross-platform? Yeah, 100%. Right, so go back to clearance. Now, if I just get rid of ATC now, it should stop talking to me, shouldn't it? Because we don't need it anymore. Okay. Right, so, some more lights here now, just to make it all look interesting. That's a little bit too bright. That's not bad, that's not bad. And there's more over the far side. Don't worry about here now for the minute. And we also have some flood lighting, which is going to look nice. Down here, yes, yes, yes. Does that mean we can all stop talking to you, Murph? Alrighty, so we're looking a bit healthier in here. Now, I have set my flaps to 2, I think. Let's see, let's see. Flaps are full. Okay, so we want flaps 2. There we go. Flaps set for takeoff. Want to put our engine, crank, starter, gadget back to normal. Take it off ignition mode, Murph. Auto brakes are armed. Squawk is squawking. Come on up here now, Murph. We're going to get some lights on now, right? So, strobes to auto. Runway turn off lights on. Landing lights. Throw them on because I'll forget about them. Nose set to takeoff. It should be taxi, but I'm lazy. Turn off the APU. Window and probes turned on. That looks good to me. Alright guys, I think we're good to go, he said in a proud and happy voice.